Listen, man. I'm on Instagram the other day and shit.
Yeah.
I see the motherfuckers got a whole list of shit where you can't take a broad on the first date. This shit, now listen to the list though. I don't remember all this shit because there was like 30 motherfucking spots on there. But it was like motherfucking the movies. I seen bowling, McDonald's.
Bitch said church.
Yeah, you can't take you to church.
No more.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Bitch,
They
shit.
said everywhere you can't take them.
For the first date. It was a long ass
They was
list.
like, you can't come to we're not going to your crib.
I'll take that though.
That
makes sense. Some of them was just like,
but some of them was
bitch said TGFI Friday. Bitch, ain't nothing wrong with Fridays now.
Damn.
That's perfect first date. They
That's
said no
beautiful
coffee
first
dates.
date. No coffee
They said
date.
no coffee.
No diners. You bugging.
They said no bar for just drinks.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
what are we doing then?
Right.
What are we doing?
That's what I said.
First date. In the car.
In the car.
In the car.
We can't do nothing else. Can't do shit else.
In the back seat, I got Lunchables.
I'm disappointed in you.
I like that.
But you know, I think a dude made that list.
Just to be a bitch ass nigga.
Just to rile motherfuckers
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
because it ain't
That's
make no
the shit
sense.
That gets engagement. Like
Right,
you
right.
say some cool shit like I love women online.
Right.
Nobody gonna follow
You know what
that.
I've been seeing a lot of?
Right.
I've been seeing a lot of like romantic advice from niggas. Like, this is how you treat a woman.
But it's always anti-dude. Like those dudes never give advice like
Show love
be
to the-
yourself.
Right.
You know, it's always like you gotta take care of everything she at. You know what I mean?
Nigga said you gotta paint the bitch toes.
Right.
So my nigga, I ain't paint no motherfucking toes, my nigga.
Professionals for that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a whole industry.
You got a Korean for that on the
Right.
corner.
And
you know
he's-
what I'm saying?
Right. There's a whole industry that of professionals. You want me to do it?
Paint the bitch toes.
Tell jokes.
So they taking away dates from us?
Yo, listen, man, I ain't gonna front you. Some of the shit on the list, like you said, some of the shit on the list was like, I get it. No going to the bitch don't want to go to your crib first. Like,
I
I
get
respect
that. I respect that.
Like, big motherfucking, what's wrong with Fridays though?
Damn.
Fridays,
With
bitch,
coffee is the perfect first date. Because you could get the fuck up out of there.
and it's cheap.
And
Ain't nobody
it's
mad at each other.
inexpensive, Right. It's
We
during
just
the day.
It's our first date.
It's
bitch.
during the day. It's inexpensive. And you got to out.
Bitch want
You
Peter
know what I mean?
Lugers.
You could be out. But then the dudes, did you see the dudes made a list
I ain't see the
of
dude list.
spots where they not taking women on the first date?
Tell me about that.
So that was like the mall.
Okay.
At
course,
all.
of
Not
course.
going to the
Now,
mall.
for what?
It was like no 5-star. So we're not going to pop. It was like Papa Do's. That's not a first date. What's the other one? Ruth Chris.
Ruth Chris,
It
and
was like,
that
that's
shit.
not
Hold
a
on,
first date.
STK and all that weird
But
shit.
see, you know what this is? You know what the internet forces and what they garner is like people not connecting because now
Right.
I can't take you there. You don't want to be taken to over here. So now we're not going on dates at all.
Man,
so what
fuck,
are we doing?
fuck all that. We going to the chicken shack. Get you a fucking
Kennedy's.
Get you a 2-piece side breast, and them niggas got corn now
Oof.
for some vegetables. Gotta have the
Say it
vegetables.
again.
Vegetables. That's how the West Indians say it. That's how West Indians say it. Did you eat your vegetables? Are you comfort
If you
cabbage?
get a shorty, like I never took a shorty on the first date to the chicken spot, but I've gone on a first date that ends up at the chicken spot.
Okay, so
And
like,
that's a bad bitch right there. And you know what I mean? When you leave, like you go to like a lounge or whatever, you have your little drinks, little plate of calamari,
Right.
whatever.
This is the next
You
question.
dancing, you smoking. You know, first of all, if you leave the party, whatever the first day, and she
Right.
want to smoke, that's a keeper.
but wait, hold up. What if she pull out some cocaine?
I'm down with cocaine. But I'm not gonna do cocaine in the street.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna sit on the block sniffing coke.
No.
Okay.
You don't do
You're
that.
respectful with
But
your cocaine.
if you got like a place where you go, you got some lines railed out,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
credit card, a $100 bill rolled
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
do that. That's a very nice day.
That's-
Cocaine day.
That's high class.
That
That's
might
high
be
class.
that might be premier. That's the S-rank first
Yeah, yeah.
date.
Yeah, no.
A drug day?
Yeah.
You ever did Molly?
Never.
With a bitch? Oh
Never.
my God. That's first of all, Molly just make you love. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just everything.
I heard that shit freaky deaky.
You start rubbing your own nipples.
Yeah, that's what I said, freaky deaky.
You started ignoring her.
I bought this shirt on Molly.
Freaky
He
deaky
said, I
shit.
bought this
I
shirt
bought
on
this
my...
shirt on Molly. I look good at that.
So hold on. Next question is.
Yeah.
Next question is. Since
Yeah.
we there. Next question is. how much is the budget for the first date? What's the budget?
The budget?
$200?
$200. But that's everything. That's cars, that's eats, drinks, and drugs. $200.
That with inflation, I don't think that shit reaches.
You
Reaches
bugging.
what though? What you trying to reach?
I'm just saying it don't reach the day.
Ask me the same question.
That shit is to 2 p.m. You gonna
What's your budget?
I'm just saying.
What's your-
$200 not enough? Or
What's
too
your
little?
budget?
It's too little or too much?
It's too little.
What's your
First
budget?
date?
What's your budget?
Bro,
First date at more than 200?
Hold on, wait, Sim. Hold on, Sim. Fuck all that. What's your budget?
Right.
450.
God damn.
Oh.
Tranquilo, papa.
Hold on. Because now I said it and I kind of regret saying it. I regret saying it. I'm on camera. And now I'm like,
You done fucked up your whole shit.
I want to go on a date with PJ.
Yo.
Hold on.
Tranquilo, papa.
Coupons, man.
And I'm saying 200 max. He's
that-
starting at 450.
Hold on. You know what it is?
I'm looking at both of you niggas like y'all crazy.
What you do?
$200.
I thought 200 was 200.
My
last
nigga,
month.
$200 is our first date, man. I don't know this bitch.
But it's a
Fuck
first
you
date,
talking-
so I'm saying that's everything. That's an Uber. You're not putting her in the car, on the train.
Meet me there.
Wow.
Fuck is you talking? I don't know this, bro.
After you want to go,
All right, so now, boom, we get to know it.
I'm sorry.
We get to, no, go ahead. Let your shit
I'm
off.
gonna say 200 is on a first date. That's 2 spots. That's like a
Simmy,
restaurant. That's a restaurant and a lounge.
Okay.
That's a little bar, little
You
stuff.
niggas is bored.
Hold on. I'm not shitting on his 200. I'm not shitting on 200. What I'm saying is that times have changed. That's what
that
I'm
much.
saying. Inflation is up and about. So now I said 450, which may be extreme. Jay, what are you saying?
My nigga, we at Cum Cow on Myrtle.
Ooh.
What the fuck is you talking about?
That's not a first
Fuck
date. You
you
gotta
talking
earn
about?
Cum Cow.
We on Cum Cow. Y'all
You
said
bring
$200.
bitches to Cum Cow first.
You said a deuce,
Nah,
though.
but that's different. That's
You
a
said a
location. You
deuce.
can't just show a bitch Cum
Yeah,
Cow.
we at-
first
yo,
date.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we at
Hey, you
Cum
gotta
Cow
earn
on
Cum
Myrtle.
Cow. What you taking to the farm in the deli?
Exactly.
In the morning?
Okay,
You bugging,
exactly.
Bro. You gotta earn that.
We going to
bitch.
Farm in the
You
Deli.
Can't just come to farm in
Get
the
you
deli.
a tuna
now
chop.
you in the hood or the fucking niggas in Fort Greene, and I put you on. Fuck out of here. Nah, you gotta earn that shit. Fuck out of here. Hell
That-
no.
Look, you walking
in
in,
no bitch to come down,
Sim,
no farm.
you walking in 2 in the morning, she with somebody else.
with-
Yo, bitch. Yo, look.
Decepticon
Right.
with a hammer in his pocket.
You were right.
Yo,
Decepticon nigga.
you gotta tell a sandwich
Yeah.
nigga. Yo, don't give her shit.
Right, fuck
Yo,
that
get the
bitch.
fuck out of here with this nigga.
Right.
And she gonna get ugly.
Dipped out in purple now. This bitch wearing purple.
That's comedy.
Yeah, nah.
Yo,
I
man.
feel like that's more egregious than the 200. I'll do 200 in Manhattan. I'm not bringing you to the
Yo.
hood. No.
Yo, we
know
had Cum
bad niggas
Cow.
in Fort Greene. I refuse.
Yo, we had
He
Cum
said I
Cow.
refuse. He said I refuse.
That's the shit. Like, I know niggas in Fort Greene. Like, I got niggas like family and shit out there. So it's like, that's the type of shit you bring a bitch and niggas come through like,
Yo.
I see you, nigga. And you like, come on.
You looking
then
good,
dude,
baby.
Like, first date, you can't go through that. Niggas
but
come
y'all said
through, yo,
the-
she got a fatty on her. I see you. sis.
And you wearing
I
lavender?
see
You want lavender for her? Or you like her?
My
You
son-
like her with that lavender
My
on.
son looking good out here. You looking real
My
good.
son, right. My son
You looking
doing
real
it.
good, baby.
That's not the bitch you was with the other week, though. I see you, nigga.
That's why. When niggas do that's not the bitch you was with the other week out loud. That's ridiculous.
Nigga throw a whole.
But that's
crazy.
family shit, because I do it to them too. I do it to them too. It's family. I do that same shit.
Nigga
Like,
throw,
who that?
nigga throw
Wait,
bleach
what?
on your whole shit.
Right. Where you
Hold on,
at?
hold on. Jay, you didn't throw a number though. You didn't
right.
throw a number.
My number, no funny shit. I just met this broad, man. Like,
Give me the
But
number.
then we talking first date.
all right,
not
first day, all jokes
like you
aside.
called her, you planned it out.
All jokes aside, bro, no funny shit, bro. We gonna have a nice meal. I feel like we go to ain't nothing wrong. I ain't gonna front. I'm a diner nigga, bro. We going to the
Diner's
diner.
That's all right.
We might be at Daisy's on Fifth Avenue. I'm really a Brooklyn nigga. We on Daisy's on Fifth Avenue out there.
See, bringing bitches to Park Slope is nice.
Get you a turkey burger with fries.
Uh.
Little $11, $8 or something. And she get the pickle. You feel me? Get some pickles with that. Coleslaw and all that. You feel me?
Nigga, she got the pickle, nigga.
Yeah.
What else you want?
Exactly.
Right.
And we sitting and listen to me. And look, and we sitting here and we gonna sit here for like an hour.
Yeah.
But
after the meal done.
To discuss.
Learning each other.
Yeah.
What's litty about a diner is a diner's well lit too.
Yeah.
You gonna see a woman in the diner.
Yeah, that
It's not
bitch-
like the lounge.
Bitch got the mustache. You ain't see it in the
wait,
dark.
You got shoulder hair?
Exactly. What's that shit?
Like, what?
Because I ain't see that shit on your lip.
Yeah.
You look different.
You had a filter on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Say, yo, you know my man Maurice can line that shit up for you.
Nigga said Maurice. He said Maurice.
My son Mo can line that shit up nice
Mo
for
got you.
Tell him Simpson.
What's going on, y'all? What's shaking? Welcome to another episode of MONSTERZ Podcast. As you know, my name is P.J. Bryan, and I'm here with my ace boom coom, Huge Jay. Huge Jay, say your salutations, King.
What's up, baby? We living.
Yeah, boy. And of course, we cannot start the episode without presenting our monster guest. Today, we have a special monster guest. He is a comedian known around the city, known from the Comedy Cellar, also known from the Michael Shea. Damn that Michael Shea show.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the show, but I'll fucking tell you.
We gonna find out, though.
We gonna find out.
Yeah.
We gonna find out today. It's gonna be a fucking amazing episode, and I'm glad you tuned in. But please give a round of applause and give it up for my brother, Simeon Goodson.
Yeah.
This is awesome, man.
Talk to us, King.
MONSTERZ Pod, Brooklyn in the
man.
building.
Know
This
that.
is amazing. I don't know. What's up,
Listen, man.
How we doing?
Listen,
Yeah.
first of all, thank you for taking your time on a
Fucking with
prime
us.
time Friday night. This
Right.
man is working on
Of
Friday
course.
night.
Yeah.
He took a trip over. He said, "Yo, I gotta rock with these monster
got
niggas."
to.
Right.
So I gotta salute him
Mandatory.
for that. Thank
I
you for that.
appreciate
bro.
y'all.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you for inviting me, man.
Nah,
you know
know
what
that.
it is. We
How you
gotta
feeling on a
get
day
this-
like today, man?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. This weather is fucking me up, man. Because it was raining the last 13 weekends, and then today is summer.
Right.
I got on this lavender shirt and a bubble jacket. I was confused. And I had no idea what's happening. It's like you can't even. It's like you go and get sick. You know what I mean? It's
That's
that
a
type
fact.
of weather.
Get
man.
playing
It's just
for
like
it.
you go and get
Get
sick.
playing for it.
You just eating zinc,
Yeah,
popping vitamins,
Easy,
Wild
popping
orange
vitamins.
juice.
right? Orange juice,
Ginger
just trying
tea.
Feeling like a whole-
just trying to fight it off
Ginger
because
tea.
you know it's happening.
It's
You
gonna
sweating,
come.
and then you feel a breeze hit the sweat. And you're like, oh, you're trying to
Yeah.
get
Shit,
shit.
this fucking COVID
That's a
vaccine
fact.
ain't working no more.
Right, right. I need the Johnson & Johnson.
Yo, so I as a stand-up comic, as a coming up stand-up comic, Huge Jay's a stand-up comic. You a vet in the game, man. And I was speaking to some of my comrades and some of my peers in the game, and they said, "You got Simeon on MONSTERZ?" And I said, "Yeah, I got Simeon." He said, "Nigga, motherfucker, goddamn, I have to."
Bad?
Yeah, no, good.
All right, look.
Good. I mean that in a good way.
I was like, damn,
'Cause
you
when
still
you-
brought me on?
Listen.
Nigga said, damn. Nigga, you got Simeon, nigga?
Listen, I say this every episode. We only bring monsters.
We
on-
lit.
We only bring monsters. on the
Yeah,
podcast.
know that.
So the fact that they reaffirmed the fact that I brought you on is something that I was like, I seen you and we worked together, obviously, and I seen you fucking destroy. So I gotta ask you, like, what was the origins of this? What was the origins of Simeon Goodson? If you could give a short, brief response
As far
on
as
that.
comedy?
As far as comedy, bro.
Well, before I was doing comedy, I was like waiting tables, bartending, that type of shit. Like I
Okay.
had dropped out of college. I ain't had no focus, no plan, no nothing. So my aunt owned a restaurant. My mom was like, you gotta do something. You can't just work,
Gotcha.
right? So I started working with her, waiting tables, all that shit, bounced around different restaurants. One of the restaurants I worked at, I was always cracking jokes, you know, that type of nigga.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
cracking
Right,
jokes,
right.
saying
Having a
funny
good time.
shit, having a good time. And then when I was waiting tables, I like turned that up. Cause you know, I'm trying to get tips
Trying
and
to
shit.
get tips.
Right.
Cracking jokes, flirting.
Turn the charisma up.
Right.
Turn the
I'm doing
charisma
all
up.
that. But then I had this boss who didn't really fuck with me like that. But I was getting money,
Right.
but he didn't like my little jokes and my, you know what I mean?
He
Wasn't feeling the
Yeah.
vibes. And he said one day, he was like, yo, if you want to be funny, you should be funny on stage. Don't be funny here. Like that type of shit.
And that
So
shit.
I was like, all right. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll be funny on stage.
Right.
And around that time, this is when Chappelle's show had first ended. Like
Really?
when it stopped, when he quit the show.
What, like season 2? Some
Right,
shit
at
like
the
that?
end of season 2,
Right.
Yeah.
there's that whatever time period that was. So I didn't really know what the comedy scene was like. So I was like, all right, if this nigga quitting, they got room for another comedian. I was
That
like,
makes
All right.
quitting,
All right.
they got room for a new
Fuck
nigga.
it, right.
So I'm gonna do comedy now. Like just thinking that's how you do it. Just start and get in.
Wow.
So then, but from there, I started doing like open mics and shit. You know. So this is like 2004. That's when I started.
Okay.
So it's 2004. I'm just doing open mics. I'm just, running around the city, trying to find some place to perform. Around 2012 or so, I started touring with Hannibal Buress.
Really?
Yeah, so he was on tour. This is when he was on Broad City. He was doing he had his own show.
He had a run going on. He had a run.
Got
That's
off
fire.
Eric Andre shows.
Right,
but he
right,
was
right.
just like that nigga at this time. And he brought me on the road with him. He used to host the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
So he was hosting that, and like I was just, doing spots on that. And then one day he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, what you doing?" This nigga was like, "Yo, what you doing Thursday?" I was like, "I don't know what." He was like, "You want to go to North Carolina?" I was like, "Nigga, what?" And
Right.
this is, I had like a day job and shit, so I
Right,
wasn't
right.
like doing comedy like that. So I was like, I can't go this Thursday. Type shit, and he was like, "All right, then Monday come." Like that. He was like,
Wow.
"All right,
Oh, that's
Monday
better.
come to Boston."
That's
like,
better.
Some shit like that. So he was just hitting me up like with dates. Like, and I don't know if you ever met Hannibal, but he's like real. Hannibal treats his life like everybody else's life. You know what I mean? Like he treats you like you living like him.
But
He's
for
like,
him to-
come on, we're gonna jump on a flight Thursday. You're like, nigga, I don't have the money.
Sim-
for
But Sim, for him to pull you like that means he was a fan of your shit.
Nah,
off
he was.
rip.
I mean, Hannibal always like, even when he was at the top of the game, like he was always showing love to niggas. Like
That's
he was
what's
always
up.
showing black comics
That's
love.
fire
Like
then.
he would just bring people out, not just me. Like I wasn't the only one. Like I didn't go on the whole tour with him. He had like different people he would bring in like different parts of the country. Even now, when he comes around, like he'll hit me up and be like, "Yo, I'm in Connecticut."
That's
Come
fire.
through."
Yo, salute
Type
to
shit.
him.
So
that doesn't
that's-
happen a lot.
No,
bro.
that dude's, he's like my OG. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when it was
That's
some
good
street
money.
shit, like, that's my OG.
I heard
like,
he's rapping now.
He raps now, yeah, but he
Hold
still
on,
does
son,
comedy.
rap
But
now?
he's trash.
What, with the raps?
Rap?
It's not rap.
Wow.
But it's not like, he's not spitting bars. Like, the songs is funny.
Oh, all right.
Now,
So
It's
okay.
funny songs.
Is it
So
like
he's
some-
not like drilling.
Is it
And
some-
he's not,
Got you,
he's not
got
trying
you.
to make Drake songs. He's
Got
doing
you.
funny shit. Like he got a song about veneers. He got a song about lifting weights. And when you hear the song, it sounds like some Hannibal shit. There's still production behind it. You know what the thing about music is, I'm not gonna say bad music, but comedic music still requires production. Like you still
Absolutely.
need studio
Absolutely.
time, you
Right.
still need beats. So he still needs all of the things that,
A rapper
that
needs.
regular
that,
mainstream
a
music,
nigga
yeah.
who's just spitting needs. He
So he-
needs all of that.
He on some Weird Al Yankovic shit?
It's not Weird Al. It's not like parodies. He does original music. And he composes it. He does the, beats and all that shit. He records it. It's professionally recorded. You know what I mean? But it's not like, you're not going to listen to Nas and then listen to Hannibal and be like, who better? You know what I mean?
All right.
You're not...
Hannibal in my top five.
Right.
Yo,
Don't
yo,
on the
top five,
yo, Hannibal Buress better than Eminem, B. That's a fact.
Nobody in the bar.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hannibal better than
That
him.
is a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Nas, no. Eminem, yes.
Exactly.
Nas, Hannibal, Eminem.
Exactly.
Yo,
Straight like that.
yo,
Just want to play it.
yo.
That's
Oh
fact.
man, nah, but
Hold on, wait.
Yeah,
You know what's
shoot,
so crazy?
shoot,
I gotta
shoot,
say this about Hannibal since you know him.
Yeah.
Hannibal Buress got this shit, right? It's this video. He was on the Eric Andre show. And he kicked Flavor Flav in the face, boy. Go look this shit up.
Oh,
It's
that
on
was a
YouTube.
skit?
Yo, listen to me, my nigga. One of the funniest things I ever seen in life. Yo, boy, I share that video with everybody, son.
Yo,
We
the
gonna
Eric
pull it up.
Andre
He
was
kicked him.
Yo,
That shit was super
yo,
wild.
boy.
Super wild.
Yo, boy,
Super
he
wild.
kicked. Yo, first of all, Eric Andre got butt naked in front of Flav. And Flav got crazy. He's like, yo, he's really serious. My favorite Flav voice.
Yo, Jay.
You know Flavor Flav, one of my favorite niggas. I love that nigga.
That's a guy.
Come on, being.
That's a guy. That's a
He
guy.
said, yo, he's really serious. That nigga Eric Andre, dick out and all that. And then he looks away and Hannibal Buress kicks him in the face, boy. Look this shit up.
Nah, I see it.
I want to ask Hannibal. You
I
know
seen that
Hannibal.
shit on TV.
Ask him, is that shit real? Did he really kick him?
He said it's not.
He didn't. Yo,
He said
boy,
it's
that
not.
shit look too real, boy. Go look it up, man.
I was told it's not, but I mean that whole Eric Andre. The wild shit is that Eric Andre worked for fucking Disney now. Like,
Oh shit.
Wait. Unpack. Oh, Disney like writing or
no,
performing?
he was in The Lion King. He was one of the hyenas in The Lion King, and he got a show on ABC now. And then they brought back the Eric Andre show, like on, I think it's, I don't know for sure, but I think it's Hulu. But the Eric Andre show is still coming on.
But that weird shit he was doing, like the
It's not as weird as when it
Yeah,
was on
'cause he
Hulu
was-
Network.
Okay.
Because it's Disney. But it's, but yeah, I mean, I think that's hilarious that the wildest nigga. But I'm going to say this about Eric Andre. Eric Andre.
Speak that, because I feel like a student right now. I'm like,
Eric
yo, man.
Andre, he's a funny nigga, because like you said, he was on TV, dick out, butt
Right,
naked,
wild out.
doing wild
He was
shit. But
bugging.
this nigga went and he started a lawsuit in Fulton County, Georgia.
I read that
because
shit.
they was frisking niggas on the thing to the plane, the tunnel.
The tunnel.
From when you in the terminal and on the plane, the tunnel, they
Right.
had cops in there searching niggas' shit.
Wow.
So Eric Andre, because he was like, I got money, he was like, I'ma sue y'all.
Right.
So
He had the lawyer money, too.
initiated the lawsuit that stopped that policy.
Fire.
So Eric
Shout out to
Andre,
yo.
big out wild
Yo,
nigga,
shout out to
kicking
fucking
Flavor Flav in
Eric.
the face, is a fucking civil rights leader.
Shout out to Eric.
2023.
That's
Like,
fire.
Shout out to
Shout out to fucking Eric
Yeah,
Andre.
shout out
to-
to Eric Andre.
shout out
Butt
to
naked and
light-skinned
all,
niggas,
weird
bro.
nigga, but
super light skin.
yeah.
Super light skin, my nigga.
I think I'm light skinned.
He's-
That
Nah,
nigga
that-
got me beat.
Yeah, that
That
nigga's
nigga
a
yellow.
Drake of comedy,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
But
shout
nah,
out
on
to
some real shit, like, and he didn't even do that on some shit, like, look what I did.
Nah,
you know what I
he
mean? Like,
just
niggas don't
pissed.
even know he did that.
You just
Nah, that's
pissed.
fire.
He did that shit, and he said the lawsuit is still pending. Like, they never settled it, but they stopped. Like, they stopped the policy. So you could walk through there and not get frisked.
Well,
now
why would you need to get fucking frisked on the
because
way
they
to
was
the plane?
confiscating niggas' money.
That's
It was
crazy.
a civil forfeiture. So they was, if you had weed, they would arrest you.
They-
You would go
yeah.
to jail, but niggas didn't have weed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Niggas just
most
had
people didn't
exuberant
have-
amounts of money.
Or if you have money in jail, that was the main take. That's what they wanted, because they were like, out of like, say 100 people they stopped and frisked, 2 niggas had weed.
Wow.
However,
Wow.
like 10 people had like cash on them. You know what I mean? Like
And
10
then
racks,
Right.
20 racks,
Yeah,
something
so
like
we
that.
gotta get
and
that.
they was like, we gonna confiscate that. And you could get it back. But you flying out. So it's like, you can
Yeah,
get
you
it back,
gotta
but you got to fly into Fulton County. You got to go to court. You got to pay lawyers.
Fucking, that's
So
weird.
that was the shit that they was really doing.
But he
Under the
hasn't-
they do a lot of shit under the guise of you got to be scared of black people.
Right.
But they're also targeting white people. You know what I mean? Like, they'll
Yeah.
target white people, but they'll be like, we're not targeting you, we targeting black people. But
Ain't
let
that
me
a
just
bitch?
check you so the black people don't say nothing.
So that
and then
law-
they'll put a white person in jail.
Yo,
Ain't
They
that a
don't give a fuck.
bitch?
that shit is still pending.
The case has not been settled because the judge just hasn't brought it to trial because
But
it's the
they're
cops.
gonna settle though. And when they
I
settle,
don't think there's anything to settle for. I don't think he's
No?
looking for a settlement.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He wants the law changed because he's not
Yeah.
there. He's not there like, yo, give me money and I'll make
Right,
this
right,
go
right.
away. He literally started the
He
shit
wants to change that
be
shit.
like, we need to change this law and this is how you change that law. So they're not even, if it was some settlement shit, it would probably be done. They'd probably be like, take this couple
Man,
$100,000.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
leave
shut
us
the
alone.
fuck up.
But he don't want that and he don't need that. Like I said, the nigga worked for Disney.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's, a drug addict or,
No,
got
no,
mad
he's not-
kids
yeah,
or no
yeah,
shit like that. So
definitely.
his money is his money.
He ain't desperate.
You know what I mean?
He ain't
And it's not
desperate.
like he's doing this lawsuit and he's like, I got nothing else going on.
Right,
this
right.
nigga's still getting money. So it's just like, it's one of those things, man. It's like, I only say it because you brought up him being naked and shit, but I think it's also important people know
Right.
what the fuck he's
Nah.
doing, like, without asking
I'm glad you told me that.
for recognition and shit like that. Like, he
Right.
legit, like, changed a racial policy in Georgia.
I appreciate that
Yeah.
information.
Because I ain't know that.
I appreciate that information.
Yeah, he don't even
And I be down in Atlanta riding around with wild dope. And I was like,
Right.
I'm in Atlanta riding around with a bunch of dope.
No, I appreciate that.
But it wasn't even outside. It's
Oh, yeah, in the airport.
which
Right,
is
right,
even
right.
More egregious.
Which is fucked up.
It be the comics that we do not give certain credit to. That those stories come out and you be like, you know what? I gotta give him a different kind of respect now,
Right.
For in order to pursue shit like that because he don't give a fuck about the settlement. He's like, change the fucking law.
Right.
Right.
Fuck that.
Well, I mean, they already stopped doing it.
So
but,
he,
you know,
bless.
like like last I spoke to him, I don't speak to him every day. It's no shit like that. But last I spoke to him, he was like, you know, we waiting to see what happened. But he's not like pressed.
You're not.
You know what I mean? But it's just something he got in the pipeline. And honestly, it's not even for him because he got enough money where he could have been like, suck my dick. I'm not showing you shit. I'm getting on this plane. Fuck you gonna do.
Yep.
And he would have been straight.
And
For himself. He would have got on the plane or he would have, you know.
And nothing would have changed.
And nothing would have changed. He would have been fine. He would have went on about his day. But he was like, nah, fuck that.
We shutting this down.
Change this shit.
It's not good. And I think
I seen him do a press conference and all that.
It might have been, yeah. But he didn't keep doing press conference. He didn't Jada us. He just did one.
Shout out to Jada.
Last episode, we were speaking on that, and not to speak. We were speaking on Jada, but we were speaking on as a comic, holding down a relationship, and you know how you chasing stages, you stage to stage, whether you in the city or whether you countrywide. We was discussing how the feasibility of having a strong and healthy romantic relationship with your significant other while you're doing comedy. How feasible is that for you in your career?
Well, I'm divorced, nigga, so I don't
there goes that question. There goes that.
I mean,
fuck it, nigga.
Honestly, it depends where y'all at in the relationship because it's difficult to transition into comedy. If you met your shorty and you was, you know, a barista or, you know, even like an office nigga, you know? Like if you was an office dude and you in this, you know, you got a routine, 9 to 5 every day, you in this place, then you home at night. If that becomes your routine, then it becomes hard to break off from that and be like, now I'm home. I'm not home at 7, now I'm home at 1.
Every other night.
That transition is difficult.
Or I'm going for the week. I'm going for the weekend.
That's if you lit.
You know what I mean?
That's if you lit.
But that's where you want to be. So it's not even like, you know, it's not even like I'm going to do my career so I don't have to travel. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't exist.
Right.
So it's just like, if you in the relationship and that's how y'all met, you was already doing that, I think it's easier because she knows what it is.
That makes sense.
But like,
because you already came with it.
You started with that. But
you met me like this, bitch.
Women are not really that good with change. I'm not going to lie.
Human beings are not.
I was about to say, I don't think people in general are good with change.
Nobody likes change. Instinctually, nobody likes
automatic change too.
Right.
Automatic change is horrible. Nobody just want automatic change overnight.
Right. And then, you know, and it's such a drastic change because you legit not home. You know what I mean? And then, you know, now in today's comedy economy, where you got the podcast also, you also got, you know, sketches, you got to write.
And you understand. Yeah.
And then there's times you got to just sit around and pretending you like niggas.
Bro.
You gotta just sit there pretending you give a fuck about this nigga. And that's part of the job. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna not do it? Because you don't do it, another nigga gonna pretend he like him.
That's funny.
And you lit. So it's just like, it's easy. Like, if you an established comic, it's easier. You know what I mean? Like, credits work there too. If you're like, I'm on TV. This is what I do.
You ain't lying to a bitch. I'm busy.
A woman can, you know, digest that a little easier. But if you open micing, you make it $40 a week.
Yo, you got mad at me last week for calling these niggas impoverished. You
can't do that, man.
Come on, man.
You don't shit on the train riders, man.
Reality.
Yeah.
Reality, nigga.
Don't shit on the train riders.
Wrong with the train?
He's not just got here through the train. Yo, man. Yo, I saw you, Sim, I saw you on shout out to Fen. I saw you on Spin the Block. And you fucking delivered a phenomenal set, right? A phenomenal set. I gotta ask you, as an up and coming comic, I gotta ask you, like, how is your joke development process? Like, what's the art like? Like, I know you out and about, so where do you find the time in between performing to discover the material?
Oh no, everything. I mean, at this point in my career, I do everything on stage. Like, I don't write at home.
Wow.
Yeah. What you mean, like, you want some Jay-Z off the top of that shit?
It's not off the top of the head, but I'll think of something. Like, I'll think of like a premise. I mean, I host a lot. I get to host a lot of shows at the Cellar. So, like, when I'm hosting, I don't go in there with a plan. Like, I'm talking to people. I'm like, where you from?
Yeah, right.
What you do for a living? Crowd work type shit. So I don't plan that. But, like, my set, I'll think of something I want to talk about. You know what I mean? Like what I'm on right now is like the whole like inflation and climate change because that's kind of what's what's on everybody's mind, and it's something that you could diverse groups of people can all relate to. You know what I mean? So it's like you talk about Jada Pinkett to a nigga on the Upper East Side. He's like, I don't even know who the fuck that is. You know what I mean? And then if you're talking like Taylor Swift to a nigga in Bush, East New York, he like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, I know who that is, but I don't give a fuck. I don't know no details. But so I try and figure out a topic that everybody, that I could bounce around. Because I don't want to do this set for these niggas and then this set for these niggas. I want to do one shit. You know what I mean?
That.
And keep it pushing. So I'll think of the topic and then I'll just kind of explore it. So I do my shit in kind of stages. Like I don't really do open mics no more.
Yeah.
But I got rooms where I could just pop up.
And go
you know what I mean?
Thing.
Like I don't got to get booked, but I'm not asking for no money or nothing. But I'll show up like
working.
Can I get my workout?
Right. So I'll go work shit out. Like a brand new premise that I've never said out loud before that's just in my brain, I'll go to somewhere like that and work that out. But I'm just kind of saying it out loud, just verbalizing what I'm thinking, trying to see where it can go, see if it's funny. And then depending on that, I'll explore it. Because sometimes you do that shit, you do the premise, and that shit is dry.
Word.
You in the shower, like, then I'm going to say this. You like, and then I'm going to hit these niggas, I'm going to say this. They're going to laugh, I'm going to wait.
Right.
And then I'm going to say this.
That's a fact.
Bring it back. Right?
Yeah.
And then you in the shower getting ready, and then you get on that stage, and you hit that first part, niggas like that.
Crickets.
Niggas looking at you.
Crickets.
Arms crossed. Frown face.
Yeah.
And you like, yo, what?
So, nigga, you do comedy, nigga?
Right. You like, nah. And then that shit happen. You just go in the tried and true material. You like,
I gotta go back to my shit. Right, let me go back to my shit.
I could.
Not to cut your wisdom.
I could resonate. I could resonate with that hard body, and I'm gonna let you rock.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it back. Right.
But what I was thinking right now is like you're thinking of more universal premises, right? How to make your premises more universal because you know that you got to gauge your crowd. Taylor Swift don't work here. This shit don't work here. But how do you balance your personal material?
Well, I mean, that's also a universal thing. Like, if I'm talking about myself, that's universal.
Okay.
Right.
So but it's like, how much do I want to, all right, this is, because I'm like,
I'm digging, bro. I gotta dig.
I'm not like a gangster nigga, but I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And being from the hood, like, you don't talk about yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you don't walk down the block like, nigga, this is who I am.
Right.
Everything about me.
Right.
You keep your shit close to the chest.
Yeah. Fact.
And you hold it down, and if what niggas need to know, you let them know. But comedy is like the opposite of that. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta bare your soul to niggas. And I've been doing comedy since 2004. So it's like I'm just breaking into shit. You know what I mean? Like personal shit.
That's how you feel?
As far
as like you just started getting vulnerable on stage?
Right. Like me personally.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm personally ready to talk about, which, now it doesn't seem as bad, but in 05, 07, 09, I was like, I'm not talking about
but
these niggas. They don't know me. They don't need to know me.
That comes from you being an adult though.
Right.
But getting older.
It's also growth.
And it's like, yo, nigga, I don't give a fuck what niggas think about me.
Right. It doesn't matter.
I'm here now.
Right.
I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Real shit though. That's a fact. I gotta ask you this though. What you think about you ever been in the club and seen a nigga steal a whole joke?
Yeah, that happens all the time.
What you feel about that though? Niggas stealing jokes.
I mean, it happens. Like, it's nothing you could do about it.
Nothing.
Really? Nothing?
You could fuck a nigga up, but then you're not going to get booked. He not going.
I wouldn't be there.
He might get booked. He might get booked to keep doing your shit.
We speak about it on a regular.
Would you wash a nigga for a joke though?
No.
Me neither.
No. Not a joke.
PJ on the other hand.
It's not that. We've had phone conversations.
Yeah.
All right, let's get vulnerable.
Yeah.
You got me, T?
Yeah.
Let's get vulnerable.
Talk about it.
When you're an up-and-coming new comic and you're discovering, right? You're discovering new shit. Every joke matters. Everything matters. Simeon got fucking 20-something years in the game. Not all of us are privileged.
Whoa.
How many years
That
you
was
got?
too much?
04 is 19.
Do the mathematics, nigga. This nigga got 20 years.
That nigga said, nigga, that was 19 and a half years ago, nigga.
19 and a half, right?
Yeah, nigga, he said all that.
19 and
Hold on now.
It's 19 and 3/4, nigga.
I can still make babies.
Right. Still fertile.
What I'm trying to say, though, the point of the conversation is that when you coming up, you working material, you working new shit, and this is the problem. And I'm going to say this, and I don't give a fuck if I get in trouble. Veteran comics veteran comics will see you working shit out, right? And they'll come up to you right after and they'll be like, that's crazy, young blood. I got a joke just like that.
Damn.
Nigga, they just stole your joke right in front of your face.
But here's the thing,
Damn.
though. All right, go ahead.
I got a joke just like that. 2 days later, he does your joke. He does your joke word for word. He goes, didn't I tell you, young blood, that I got a joke just like that? Continue, proceed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say this.
I'm sorry, I'm not cutting that out. I'm not cutting that out.
Nah, don't apologize. The thing is this, right? The actual material doesn't really mean much of anything.
Okay.
Especially when you know, because I don't do any jokes from 2004 to 2022. You know what I mean? Like, every joke I'm saying now is some shit that I just wrote.
It's fresh.
So really what you're learning in the early years is what you want to be as a comic. You feel what I'm saying? Like because it's less about your jokes and more about your voice. So it's interesting because because when I started, there was vets in the room too.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like you in these rooms and these vets are there, they've been doing this shit XYZ amount of years. And now I'm at a point where those same vets are like, yo, put me on. Like, introduce me to the people you know.
Jeez.
But it's not even karma. It's like you gotta. My thing with comedy has always been I should not be the littiest nigga in the room.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's okay that you whip vets, but if you whip vets and they stealing from you, that means you the littiest nigga in that room.
You're doing
now.
something good.
You feel what I'm saying?
That means
you doing something they are envious of. But you in your mind, you like, oh, he's a vet. He been doing it so long. He has seniority over me. But that's not how we gauge comedy.
Right.
Nobody's like, this nigga's been doing comedy 50 years. We owe him something.
Nah.
There's hilarious niggas who've been doing comedy 20, 30 years that we don't even fucking know.
That's a fact.
Like, there's niggas who's the dude, there was that dude who performed in Washington Square Park every fucking day from the 80s.
Son that died.
Right. And he passed away.
That was Chappelle's big homie.
Chappelle's big homie, Chris Rock.
That's my son.
Chris Rock is
That's my son.
from him.
DC Cab. From DC Cab. Son from DC Cab.
So it's like, it's not, you're not measured in,
in time?
You're not measured in time.
Yeah.
You're not measured in time at all. Because there's niggas who've been doing comedy longer than me that like,
they can't rock.
They can't follow me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that on some like I'm the nice shit.
Listen.
I'm talking
yo.
just numbers.
Talk that shit.
Hey,
just
Jay.
numbers.
Let him know that he's on MONSTERZ Podcast.
Talk your shit, B.
And he
I'm
can
just
talk
saying.
his shit.
Talk your shit,
it's
B.
not about, the thing is like, it's like, you gotta find your voice. Once you find your voice, you could do, for example, we'll talk about like Dave Chappelle right now. Dave Chappelle don't come on stage and be like, I was born in DC, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He comes on and he has a voice.
Right.
And you want to hear, at this point in his career, you just want to hear his opinion on shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You just want to hear what he thinking.
Right.
Because we know enough about him. But we're not watching Dave Chappelle like, tell me about the third grade. You know what I mean? Tell me about
how you wrote Half-Baked.
Right. Nobody's doing that because we're so invested in his voice. And that's really what I think a lot of the shit, especially with, I would say new comics, is that there's always some old nigga in the room trying to convince you that he has the sauce.
Damn.
Yo, bro.
100% of the time. Regardless of where you go.
Your camera.
The only time that nigga...
Get his isolation. Yeah, get that isolation. Say it again. Say it again, Simmy.
I forgot what I said. No.
Say it again.
The only time, everywhere you go, regardless of what status you're at as a comedian, there's an old nigga in the room telling you he's been doing it for X amount of years. You know what I mean? He might have a credit to see. He was like, oh, I was on Showtime at Gotham on TBS in 1992. And he's still riding that credit.
Yeah.
And he was on TV for what, 7 minutes, 8 minutes? And he's rocking that credit. He doesn't want to do nothing else with his life. You feel what I'm saying? The only times you don't see that nigga is when you in the room with like Chris Rock. Chris Rock is not sitting there like, yo, this is what you need to do, low nigga.
Nah, yeah, he's not.
That's a good joke. I got one just like it. Chris Rock doesn't do that.
Right.
Bill Burr doesn't do that. Louis C.K. doesn't do that.
Bill Cosby ain't doing that.
Right. You in the room with these niggas, they sitting in the corner working on they shit.
And Bill Cosby looking at a bad
feel me?
bitch.
Like, you will never see Dave Chappelle going over jokes.
What's up, Bill Cosby over there looking at a bad bitch?
Because you spitting balls.
Right.
You spitting balls.
Nigga
And
said
Jay's like,
another round.
and
Yeah.
Bill Cosby's raping
Right.
bitches.
What's up, Bill looking at a bad bitch?
Daddy.
Nigga
22.
said-
No, but I
Yeah.
feel
Thirsty.
Yo, that shit connects. That shit connects to me because what you describing, you painting a picture of what I see.
Right.
I can only speak on my behalf. I go in the room and the veteran comics is trying to convince you that, like, yo, my nigga, I got tenure over you, so you gotta listen to what I'm
Right.
saying. And it's like if you're not a grown ass man, right? Because I'm a grown ass man. I'm 39 years old. I revealed my age.
Finally,
Young women, I
nigga.
still want you though. But what I'm saying is I'm a grown-ass man. It's hard to convince me and to make me subscribe to that. But these younger comics who are in their 20s, hey, they might
falling
fall,
for that
they
shit.
fall into that.
They fall.
And it's a
I
problem.
seen it. Niggas picking niggas up for shows and shit. Niggas massaging niggas' backs. You want something to eat? What, nigga? Say,
Yeah.
you don't owe this old nigga name? This nigga did Comic View two times.
So I'm glad. Yo, Simeon is not just painting, he's painting a portrait.
Nah, that's
of
real.
What the scene is, but Simeon is looking at it from like, yo, look, I'm from here. I'm like, I'm over here already.
Yeah, but I started there. Like,
Right.
I didn't start where I'm at now. Like,
Yeah.
nigga,
You had to work.
I left the country and was doing comedy. I was doing comedy in China.
Get
Oh,
the
I was doing
fuck
shit.
comedy
out
in
of
Abu
here.
Dhabi. Yeah, so
You speak
2015.
Chinese?
No.
Oh.
I was doing comedy in English, I was doing that shit illegally.
What you mean illegally? It's not
Because
illegal
I
to
was
speak
there,
English.
my ex-wife, she was a teacher there.
Okay.
So I was there on a spouse visa. And under a spouse visa, you're not allowed to make money. You're not allowed to work.
Get the
Wow.
That was the law. So I was doing shows clandestine on the low.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right.
And then we did one show. It was a wine tasting and comedy show.
Oh no, we gonna dig
And
into
one of
this.
the people, one of the competing wine distributors called the police on us. So we got interrogated for 8 hours.
Because of comedy, my nigga?
Because of comedy, right. So
God
we went in there and they
damn.
started showing us all the flyers we ever made.
Get
On
the
the
fuck
internet.
out
Yeah,
of
they
here.
had all them shit.
Nigga had the Chinese feds on him.
Right.
B.
God
Right.
damn.
So they started showing us all the flyers.
You
They
said you
like, what is
flipping all
this?
types of
They was
jokes
like,
out
what is
here.
this? What is this? So we was like, yo, nah, we did that for free. Yeah, we did the show, but we didn't get no money.
Promo you
Right,
saw.
right.
We didn't get no money. They was like, well, you says it says you were charging. I was like, oh no, the bar got that. We didn't get nothing. He
Right.
paid for, train, whatever. But and they was like, well, if you're not getting paid, why you doing it? He was like, we love comedy, nigga.
Right.
We just love comedy.
For the love of
So we
comedy,
did that shit.
FTLOC.
But yeah, I mean,
You was doing
Yeah.
comedy in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing
Your,
comedy.
your ex-wife is Chinese?
No, she black. We was from Brooklyn. We went out there.
That was ill.
Yeah.
You on some Nas and Belly shit. You a
Right.
ill nigga, son.
Right. So, but I mean, the only reason I bring that up is because the way I got out the urban rooms was getting the fuck out the urban rooms. You know what I mean? Like, because them niggas is not going to give you an out. You know what I mean? They're not going to put you on to no opportunities. They don't have opportunities. These niggas is running glorified open mics, if you
Okay.
will. You know what I mean? Like, they book two niggas and then they hope other niggas show up
I love
and do shit for free.
I love his fucking
Yeah.
honesty.
I mean, it's facts
Hey,
though.
yo, listen,
So,
man.
but here's the thing that fucks you up when you start in the urban rooms. You'll start in the urban rooms and you'll start getting $50, $100
Yeah.
for 10-minute spots.
Yeah. Facts.
15-minute spots, maybe even 5-minute spots. You're getting 50, 75,
Yeah,
100.
yeah.
You leave the black rooms and you start going to the white rooms. And the
You
white
15,
rooms,
25,
they give you $20 on
And you
Venmo
like,
2 days later.
Yeah.
And you feel me?
And you like, what the fuck
Right.
is this?
But the difference is that those black rooms, that's the top. You getting
Right.
$100 for 10 minutes, but that's all you gonna get.
All right.
You'll never be in all right, you might get in a situation where you get $300,
Yeah, yeah.
$500,
Yeah, we get there.
$1,000.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that's essentially the cap.
The cap, right.
You go in these white people rooms, you're doing these $20 Venmo shows, but now, there's a
Get
manager
different
there.
calls. Get some other
There's a
calls.
manager there, or
Right.
or a TV person there, or even not even an executive. It's a nigga who writes scripts. Or T is there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And T
Right.
picks you
And
up.
T is like, yo,
Shout
I
out
think you should
T.
do a podcast. You know what I mean? So it's like you do different shit. And I'm not saying all black rooms is urban rooms.
Right.
Because there are black rooms that are run efficiently and very similar to the white room.
No. Shout out to all the urban rooms.
Where we get caught as black comics is we start, because we go to the white room, they offering us $5.
Yeah.
You know, you like, fuck that. I'm gonna go get the 100.
Right,
you know what I mean?
That's
it
the
only
thing.
makes sense. But that's the trap. That's how they get you, because you can't, that's all you gonna get. And these vets, like, you'll go in these rooms with these vets and they'll be like, yo, you gotta put me on, bro. You gotta let me know, how you get in it, put me on your show, that type of shit. And I'm like, all right, you could come on my show, but my shit pay $25. You want to come through?
Get turned off.
And they like, this
come on, young blood.
This nigga playing with me, right? Now, nigga, the budget is $75.
Right. And it's three.
And I gotta eat.
And it's 4 comics, nigga.
Right. And I gotta eat. So the budget is $75. If we make a little something on the door, I could,
You could get 37.
Right. I could give you 40.
Right.
But I can't give you no 200 for 10 minutes in Brooklyn, bro.
Boy.
I don't have it. And then, I mean, it's possible to do that. There's all, the thing about entertainment, it's an economy. You can make an economy. Like some niggas don't want to do that. Some niggas don't want to be in the TV movie scene. They just want to produce their little show. You know what I mean? They little bar show.
They content with what they got.
They get $1,000, every week guaranteed. They pay out $200-$300, so they got $700.
Pocket money. Night. That's all right.
For the week.
Right.
They good. That's their job.
Right.
And I'm not mad at that. But you can't, if that's not your goal, then you shouldn't be with that nigga. You should be with a nigga who's doing something similar to what you doing. Or to what you envision yourself.
Right, what you trying to do.
You can't control your career.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't know what's going to happen. But
you envisioned this as soon as you got on? Like in 2004, the vision was that? Or you could say that it evolved into what it is now?
I mean, my vision, to be honest, is just to be able to just produce my own shit. You know what I mean? Pop up in the city.
And do
like,
yo.
Make a flyer on fucking the internet like, yo, I'm here.
I'm here.
That's that
pull
fucking,
up.
like Hannibal do that, Chappelle do that. Like, that's what I'm trying to get. Because these niggas just pop up like, yo, I'm here.
And they get that bag.
They
got that bang.
You know what I mean?
They got that bang effect.
That's really the goal. But I mean, I'll say this about every famous nigga I've ever met in comedy. These niggas do not stop working. Like Hannibal will go out. We used to be on tour. We would be drinking with Hannibal. Go back to the rooms, pass the fuck out. This nigga Hannibal, when we wake up in the morning, this nigga edited a whole video.
Get the fuck out.
This nigga wrote a whole shit. This nigga,
he
was up all night.
That shit don't sound like
wild
me.
Shit.
That shit don't sound like me.
Shout out my man
Michael
PJ.
Jay was filming. He was filming the SNL. When I did the show with him, I had just come back from China. Like, I had landed, and then like 2 weeks later, this nigga hit me up like, yo, come do my show.
That's fire.
And I'm like, oh, your live show? This nigga's like, no, my TV show.
That's fire.
So, but when he was doing that, he was doing SNL. He was writing the show. He was doing, and he was touring. So he was
juggling. He was juggling.
But this nigga, like, my whole shit is like, you think, because it's comedy, we telling jokes, it's funny, ha. It's an easy job. It's fucking not. Like, that's
not at all.
That's the easy part of the job. To get on stage, like, that's our time off. That's when we can relax. That's why you see niggas on stage drinking, talking shit, giggling, chilling, because they spend all day doing flyers,
running around,
calling a nigga back, getting this money right. What happened to this check? How come this shit ain't clear? These niggas is working all day.
Pimping a bitch.
Right. And it's crazy because I've never seen any comic that you envy with a day off.
What's your influences in comedy? What's some of your influences? What brought you up to where you at now? Who helped you with that? Guided you over to where you at now?
I mean, when I started comedy, you start with this idea like, I'm gonna be a movie star, I'm gonna get a sitcom, do all this shit.
Right.
And then, I mean, if I'm being honest, like, it's rough being a black comic who is pandering to
white audiences?
Not white audiences. I want to say corporate audiences.
Okay.
Meaning television executives and studios and shit like that. Because it's not run-of-the-mill white guy who's like, this dude doesn't deserve a TV show.
Right.
It's some wild nigga who doesn't even like comedy. You know what I mean? Who's like, this nigga's not marketable.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck how funny he is.
And he a cornball.
Right.
And he a cornball.
And a lot of that shit will just be, they just don't like non-white dudes. You know what I mean? It's not even you. It's like we look. It's like
it's not a black thing.
It's like if you put in a team together, right? Like a basketball team, and you got a PG.
Right.
You got a good PG.
Yeah.
You got a number one draft.
White people,
PG,
that means point guard.
They know. White people love basketball.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just in case, I want to educate the audience.
But I'm just saying, so you got a PG on your team already. Now 9 niggas come up, they're like, yo, I'm a PG. You like, I don't fucking need a PG. He's like, yo, I'm a great PG. And you like, you are a great PG, but I don't fucking need a PG. I need an SG. I need a center. You know what I mean? I need other niggas. So it's like that. So it's like, I personally find like as a black person, like a lot of this shit, they'll just be like, we need a sidekick.
Right,
like, nigga, I don't want to be a sidekick. Or like, if I'm a sidekick, can I do something else later? They're like, nah. And then
we want to keep in that pocket.
And then also on top of that, I have people who I know who've gotten on TV and are just not on TV no more.
Damn. Why though?
Who knows?
Damn.
Who knows? Because your shit could get canceled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's not promised.
There's shows we like that don't like the Boondocks. What happened to that?
Oh,
we love the Boondocks, and they refused to bring it back.
Wasn't we talking about this earlier?
Yes, we were.
God damn.
Real quick, I wanted to also say...
It's not that the Boondocks was a bad show.
Simeon, you know where you're not a sidekick?
Where's that?
The Simeon Goodson Show.
Hey.
Shout out to the Simeon Goodson Show.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Simeon Goodson Show.
Thank you.
Where I'm going to appear soon.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to the Simeon Goodson Show.
She good.
We ain't even, and look, matter of fact, while we're on the topic.
Yeah, shoot it.
Let's talk about your show, man. Shout out, let's talk about
that.
I thought we were still talking about the other show. Okay.
Wait, no. Finish your thought. We don't want to take away from your thought.
Well, I was just saying, because where I'm at now is like when I first started, that's what I wanted. The TV, the movies, the glamour of it all.
Right.
But now, like, I think in this stage of my career, I'm kind of more focused on the craft of it all, where I'm not trying to pander to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, this is my jokes. If you like it, fuck with me.
How long, Sim, not for nothing. You know that, like, it takes some comics quite a while to discover the technique of telling a joke, right? How long it took you before you discovered the art and the technique of telling a joke? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm still learning. I'm not gonna lie.
You feel like
I'm
you still learning?
Going because shit changes. Like the shit you could do when I first started, like 06, 07, like you could go on stage and be like, this is what's wrong with faggots and trans. Like, you can set your joke up like that.
Listen.
You can go on stage and be like, I'm about to do 15 on faggots. And they will be like, you know what I'm saying? And people will be like, yo, you feel me? Or even if they didn't find it funny, even if they didn't find it funny, nothing would happen. You get off stage, you be like, oh, I bombed. I'm gonna write some more faggot jokes. But now, like, so it's I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have to fucking bleep that.
But like now, like you can't do anything like that. So it's a process. We're constantly adapting. We're constantly learning. The
climate.
Humor is not permanent. You know what I mean? Like if you watch old Bugs Bunny shit, you like this shit is fucked up.
Yeah, right. Shit changes.
This is fun.
Right. You like this nigga really hit a Chinese dude with a bowl of rice. Right. When that shit came out, niggas like, yo, good shit, bro. Yo, Bugs Bunny killing it right now.
To put some dark sauce on his head.
Right. But now that shit don't fly. So it's adaptable.
So you're saying it's an evolution.
It's definitely an evolution, but this is what, like going back to what I was saying earlier, it's really about your voice. And your voice should evolve accordingly with the times. Otherwise, you become a dinosaur that niggas don't want to fuck with no more. You know what I mean? It's like, why,
I like the analogy.
It's like Dane Cook. Remember when Dane Cook was popping?
Yeah, the circle
and he was
he just appeared with these niggas in Boston with Chappelle over there.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, but it's just like he's not, like his voice. The thing that happened with Dane Cook, I don't know how he's doing now, but what happened with him at the time seemed to be that he had that like college frat boy voice.
Yeah.
And then it just got old.
Right.
When that shit was new to us, we was like, yo, this shit is hilarious. But then he just kept doing that and didn't adapt. Whereas you look at somebody like, say like Cat Williams, you know what I mean? He started out as a pimp. And now he's like a social economic
activist.
You know what I mean? Activist.
Yeah.
So like he started like a legit pimp in a top hat.
Remember with the
and
fucking
a ride with a
right.
And now he's on there talking about, what's wrong with
America,
society.
yeah.
Right. And that's an evolution of his voice. He's not up there like pimping, you know?
Yeah.
But he's still he never said I'm not a pimp. He never said I denounced my earlier voice. He just evolved with the times. He grew. And that's, that's
I like that. I like that narrative. I like the fact that we give each other this as comics. We give each other the space of growth.
How long have you been doing comedy?
Not long.
How long?
I was told not to say no more. I was told
less than 10 years?
Yes, less than 10.
That's the rule.
Yeah. Never say.
Count.
So shout out to my man Mark Gregory. Hold up. Shout out to
Mark Gregory.
Shout out to Mark Gregory. Mark Gregory, I was in the room one
time. That's the vet that took your joke?
No. That's I know you are. But Mark is my guy. And Mark told me this one time. We were in the green room and there was a bunch of comics around and I'm starting to buzz, right? My comics starting to buzz. And Mark goes, P's going last if the headliner don't show up because the nigga late, right? These fucking comics got mad. They had more years than me because I had revealed how many years I had.
Right.
They got mad. They walked out the room. And when they walked out the room, I'm like a little lost, right? Because I'm still I'm novice to the scene.
Yo, no real nigga gets mad that he don't gotta go last. Fuck out of here. That's the best. No, I get to go up early, I'm out.
So
I'm just saying, that's a hating ass nigga who gets mad that he don't get to go last.
The room emptied out.
Nigga, I'll go first.
The room
that's how I be.
If my money is there, I'll go before the host, nigga.
Nigga Mark, and I'm revealing a lot, and I know Mark gonna get tight of me. But Mark, he gonna get tight. So no,
see, this is the bad judgment you was.
This is why it's monsters.
Yeah, let him go, let him slide.
Don't empathize with nothing. Monsters. So Mark closes the door. And Mark goes, P, I need you to stop telling niggas how many years you got in the fucking game. And I go, why? Why?
I would disagree with that. You don't have to adjust yourself to accommodate other niggas, especially if them niggas is in the game longer than you. Because if they, I don't know.
Think about it though, bro. Think about what Mark was saying.
I'm thinking about it, but he's telling you to, make yourself smaller.
Exactly.
Don't do that. You don't have to do that.
All right, shoot. I
fuck with Mark.
Shoot the logic.
I'm just saying, you don't have. There's nothing in comedy. Like I know people. There's people. All right, let's talk about Marcelo Hernandez. You know him?
I like Marcelo.
He's on SNL. This
I
nigga I've been doing comedy 3-4 times as long as him. And I love Marcelo. I'll never go to Marcelo and be like, "Oh, nigga, I'm after you."
Right.
Nigga, you owe me. Like I would never ever. I'll tease him. Like we'll crack jokes as friends, but I'm not gonna go and have an attitude with the nigga because he got to go up after me.
Fuck out of here.
He's a TV star.
But bro,
the nigga's better. He's a draw. Like I said, I've never seen a real nigga get mad that he got to stay at work longer.
Sim.
That he got to leave work earlier.
Sim, think about the rooms that we in.
That's you, the rooms you in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not French.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You in a different space. You in a different rank. So the rooms.
But that's the thing. No, there's no ranks.
There are ranks.
There's no fucking ranks. What's the ranks? The ranks is who's booking you. Who's booking you? If you booking yourself, you unranked. This
Right.
You not getting booked.
Right.
That's the ranking. If I could go into all right, if you could go into the all right, let's take Chappelle. Let's take Chappelle.
Yeah.
Chappelle can walk into the cellar and be like, I'm going up.
Absolutely.
And whatever they got going on in the
everything
cellar,
is shut down.
They are like, all right.
Shut down.
And the funny shit is, we still get it. Like, if Dave Chappelle does that, we still get our money.
Right.
Get paid.
Does that happen in every room?
What?
Does that happen in every room?
What? Dave Chappelle?
If
Dave Chappelle walks into the cellar and says, I'm going up, Dave Chappelle's going up.
Absolutely.
He is not, there's no, I'm before him, right? He's going up when he feels like going up.
I'm not asking
But this is what I'm saying. That's top rank. You know what I mean? He could do that anywhere. He could do that in the Comedy Store. He could do that in the cellar. He could do that in fucking. So he had that one shit. They
with the
deaded
store.
the room.
So ranks exist.
And then he went across the street.
But
got that room.
So what I'm saying is
crazy.
ranks exist.
But that's ranking. Your ranks don't exist where you're at.
Hold on.
That's unranked. That's the lobby.
Hold on. The lobby.
Hold on, wait.
The lobby,
Wait, hold
niggas
on.
still gotta wait for the
Wait,
elevator.
hold on, wait.
Niggas still gotta wait for the elevator.
Wait a minute. Yo,
And
shit.
there's a doorman going, you can't get in this elevator.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's
But
my analogy.
There's a man telling you that. There's a nigga who can't get on the elevator telling you that. There's a nigga standing in front of the elevator like, yo, you can't go on there. And you're like, oh, my bad. Thanks, OG. You can go on there. Get on the elevator. That nigga's lying. He wants you to stay in the lobby with him. Because he got kicked out. He went on the elevator. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, can I say this?
Can I
say this?
Go ahead.
I don't listen to none of them niggas.
Right.
Them niggas can't tell me nothing anyway, man. I'm gonna keep it a foul out with you. Not to say that I don't listen to people, because you know I'll take some wisdom.
Yeah.
But at the same time, motherfucker can't tell me nothing about being funny, man. I don't give a fuck who you is, nigga.
A nigga can tell me something about being funny if it's something like, yo, you open it for me for X amount of money. Don't do this joke because it's similar to a joke I'm doing.
I can take that.
I'll eat that.
But
if you not, like I'm not.
But I'm talking about a nigga telling you like, yo, you can't do this.
Right.
You can't, yo.
And it's funny.
This how we write the comedy. You can't write comedy like that.
It's funny because as a Bronx nigga, you wouldn't accept that for anything outside of comedy.
Right.
Like if you was driving your car and I pulled up next to you, was like, nigga, I've been driving longer than you. This you doing it wrong.
Right.
You would be like, oh, thanks, OG. No. You be like, fuck out of here. You be like, what the fuck?
Honda Civic driving motherfucker.
Right. If I walked out, I was like, nigga, you eating your pizza wrong. You got to eat a knife and fork. I'm older than you.
You folded the fucking pizza wrong.
Right. You didn't get a perfect parallel.
I agree with you.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like niggas, because people want it so bad, they think, but there's no hierarchy. There's no hierarchy you can have access to. There's no hierarchy you can control.
Right.
There's a hierarchy that exists, yeah.
You don't see it, though.
Who are the bookers at the Cellar, at the Comedy Store, at, the motherfucker who rents out MSG. These are the...
You remember
the publicists, the managers. That's the hierarchy.
Sim, you remember navigating that hierarchy early on and figuring it out? Like, before you got to this evolved state, right? Do you remember navigating that hierarchy where niggas is trying to fool you?
I mean, like I said, I left the urban scene. Like I left the urban scene.
They don't do that in the corporate scene? Like
in that scene that he's in.
Well, when I left the urban scene, there was the what they call it. There was another scene at the time. So it was like the urban rooms, it was the white rooms, and then there was the alt rooms. I don't think those exist anymore.
What the fuck?
So the alt rooms was like was like where people was like not quite urban, not quite mainstream.
It was in between.
And that's why I met like Che back in the day, before he was doing all
Che
that
was in there?
SNL shit. It was Che, Mike Denny, and Nimesh Patel. So they had a room called Matchless in Williamsburg. And I was just there was a free show, and he would just bring niggas up. It was me. All three of those dudes Mike Denny does production now. He doesn't do comedy no more.
You fell back.
Well, he does music production, but he was producing that show. Che is doing his thing, Nimesh is doing his thing, but everybody they used to bring on that show, like Jermaine Fowler would be on that show.
Okay.
It was Kevin, I forget his last name. He passed away, rest in peace.
God bless the dead.
Huh?
God bless the dead.
But it was like the niggas who was on that show was all hitters. And then they all got on. So like, I'm sorry. No. I'm only at this point in my career, to be honest, because I met Che and Hannibal like during those times, the Knitting Factory.
Fortunate.
So like I met them, but I didn't meet them. We wasn't chilling because they was telling me what to do. And they did. I was probably doing comedy longer than them at that point, but I wasn't like, nigga, this is how you do it, nigga. We was just out there doing comedy, grinding, but also figuring it out. It's like, and that's kind of the thing. This is not like the shit that Eddie Murphy did to get famous is no longer applicable.
It's
you can't do that no more.
Right.
Richard Pryor
I was
did
just
to get
talking
famous.
to that. I was just talking.
You can't do that no more.
Everything becomes
the
absolute.
shit, even fucking who's recent? The shit Ali Sadiq did to get famous. You can't do that no more.
Right.
So it's a personal journey. Comedy is very much a personal journey where you have to figure out what you're going to do, because it's not. There's 10 spots on SNL every season. 2 of them going to black people, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
One and a half.
One and a half. That's what I'm saying. So it's like you can't be like, I'm doing this. It's not even tokenism. It's like the majority of the country white. They don't want to see 9 niggas on their screen. Like,
no shit.
It's nothing, you know. I mean, it's racism, yeah, but it's like, what you gonna do? Like,
no. You would get a living color if you had 9 niggas.
Well, they shut down the living color because it got too funny.
Sure, yeah.
They said it got
too big. Getting too big.
So it's like, what you gonna do? So I mean, at this point, we live in this internet age where we can like take control. We could do shit. Like Country Wayne got the Netflix on his own.
Right.
This
it's
dude,
beautiful
Big Ja.
I'm sorry,
Big Ja from Cali. He's doing all that fly shit.
I'm sorry to cut you off and cut your wisdom.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you said that we living in the internet era where you could create your own platform rather than conform to their platforms. And that's why we created this platform in order to give comics a voice to discuss this stuff and for you to educate on and the guidance for the comedians. This nigga looking at his watch while I'm talking. That's crazy. You saw that shit? This nigga is wild.
Nigga, I got spots. Nigga, I got shit to do,
this nigga. He said, yeah. Nigga said, yeah.
Yo,
this nigga
said the wild shots. Goddamn,
nigga. Anyway,
I wasn't even shot.
Like I got a show after this nigga. I got a show after this
nigga. Sensitive. These brothers wasn't even saying shit to y'all. Niggas just being polite. Y'all like, these vets is killing us.
Yo, listen.
These niggas disrespectful.
The last time Simeon's coming on the fucking show, nigga.
Catch one of these vets, nigga.
Ever, nigga.
Catch one of you vets, do one of you niggas dirty.
These niggas vets me. These niggas think I'm pussy.
Nah. Yo, much love to Sim, man. Sim is giving fucking gems, man.
Before we get up out of here, though, shout out to the fucking Simeon Goodson show. Can we talk about that?
Oh, yeah, talk to us.
Can we talk about that?
So, all right, so the Simeon Goodson show is the new podcast. Is every Monday.
Okay.
So on the YouTube, as what's really good, though.
Nigga said the YouTube.
No, but I got a website, too. It's on,
you gotta shoot that.
SimeonGoodson.com.
All right.
So it's on all of that. And then, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's one of those things though, because it's like when you go into production for yourself, like you don't really know what you like. It's difficult to see what it actually requires. You know what I mean? Because
definitely.
right before I started the Simeon Goodson podcast with T. Well, T started it, put me on.
Shout out to T.
I tried to do my own podcast, but I went on Temu. And I got some
Wait,
mics. I was on Temu with the mics. I got a little box.
Right.
None of that shit.
Niggas spent $38.
That's right.
Niggas spent $35. Thought he was about to do a podcast.
Right. I paid more for the eighth. I should have knew something was wrong when the weed cost more than the mic. But, you know, I mean, but it was. It felt like a blessing because I did all that. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do a podcast. Spent all that money, and then T just hit me up like, yo, I want to do a podcast. I was like, all right, let. Even better, I threw that shit out the window.
T's a beast, bro.
T's is awesome.
Shout out to T.
So yeah, so I mean, it's a blessing. Motherfuckers coming up, they're like, yo, I love the podcast. I'm like, oh, that's what's up.
Listen, because we gotta create platforms for ourselves.
Yeah,
listen, let me tell you something, and I want to say it, and I want to say it for everybody because I know I got Wayne in the audience. Shout out to Wayne. Shout out to Wayne, and I know Wayne is gonna create content soon too. And I want to say this. People are consuming content differently nowadays.
Right.
You're not fucking going Jimmy Fallon doing 5 minutes and becoming famous. I know somebody that did 5 minutes in Jimmy Fallon and still driving a 96 Honda fucking Civic.
Jesus Christ.
Listen.
Nothing wrong with a 96 Honda Civic. That's the
Stop
trap
being
mobile.
a good driver.
That's the trap mobile. That
Listen,
nigga got coke in
what
the
I'm
trunk.
saying is,
That
what I'm
shit
trying to
dropping
get at,
oil everywhere.
what I'm trying to get at is that in the 80s, you do 5 minutes on the Tonight Show.
Right.
And you're out of here.
Well, I mean, it's funny you bring that up because I did Comic View.
You did it?
You did Comic View?
I did Comic View. So it is the story. They flew us, we did the auditions in Stand Up New York. And then
I got
the fucking email.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you got it. You made Comic View. I was like, this is it, nigga. My life's
You thought it
changed.
was over?
This is like 2000, I want to say 13, something like that.
Oh, that's when
13,
Kevin Hart was
12.
doing it?
This is, I don't know. Yeah.
Kevin Hart was
No,
also?
I don't think Kevin Hart was on yet. Because, all right, so this is what they did. They put us on. They was like, you made it. We're going to fly you out to L.A., put you up in a hotel, and then, was it L.A.? No, it was Atlanta. It was Atlanta. They was like, we're going to fly you out to Atlanta, you know, put you up, and then you're gonna film the show. Bang, bang. So we did all that shit. I got family in Atlanta. I called them. They was like, you know, you can get X amount of tickets, you know, because they want the audience. So I called my family. I'm like, yo, come. We doing, you know, filming Comic View TV type shit. And then, so we did all that shit. We filmed it. Family was there, hugs, pictures, all that shit. Got back to New York, and these niggas never aired that shit.
Damn, so you don't even know where that shit at.
These niggas never aired.
So you don't even know where that shit at.
Right, it's in the BET
That's
locker
crazy.
room.
You remember what you shot?
Do I remember what?
What you shot as far as the set?
Jokes?
Their jokes?
Yeah, I mean, they jokes I don't do no more. It was like, no, I don't remember the particulars. I could probably go back and find some documents.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
But it was, the only reason
it's heartbreaking.
It was weird because it was like we still got the money.
Yeah, but that
we filmed it, and then like I had family there, so niggas knew I wasn't lying.
Right. You got that's the story you gotta call a nigga for. Let me call my aunt.
Yo,
what didn't I do Comic View?
Remember with Comic View?
Didn't I do Comic View? Tell this nigga, please. Nah, he did Comic View, baby. He not lying.
We was there.
He not lying, baby. He did Comic View.
So
I swear I did it.
So the funny
fuck
shit
I got a lot of you for.
The funny shit was before we taped anything, right? I was in the crib. I was like, all right, so bet this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the Comic View, and then I'm gonna start work. I'm gonna put an hour together. I'm gonna do an hour. So as soon as Comic View drop,
ready to drop.
I'm gonna drop my shit, bong.
Right.
And this shit just never dropped. I'm sitting on this shit on my computer, ready to upload. I'm hitting these niggas up. Yo, when's our episodes? It was like, I don't know.
Nigga, stop calling me, nigga.
Right, that's where it got.
Nigga, stop calling me, nigga.
It started mad professional, like, dude, you know, I'll look into it. I'll ask. Blah,
trying to get our ducks in a row.
Right, 2 weeks later, I was like, yo, nigga.
Stop fucking calling me, man.
That was all I said.
Yo,
nigga, dot.
Hey, nigga. Like, right. Hey, nigga. It ain't happening, nigga.
I was like, all right, well.
That shit is over.
So then I had this whole fucking special with and you know.
There was no traction.
There was no momentum behind it. So after that, I was like, kind of, you know, I was heartbroken. Because I was like, damn, that was my break. But in my mind, I was like, I'm going to get Comic View, then I'm going to probably, you know, I'm going to drop this album, and then niggas probably going to hit me. He can do a movie.
I'm going to be Sinbad.
Right, I'm going to probably do a little more.
Yeah. Cherokee Kid, too.
So, you know, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to talk to niggas. I got some script, that type of shit.
This nigga ended up
that shit never happened.
Yo, Simeon ended up on Maury doing paternity tests.
Shit, I wish. That's a credit.
You might have seen him as father number 4 on Maury.
Nigga did a backflip.
And he wasn't the father. And he wasn't the father.
Bitch. Not my kid, you stupid bitch.
Nigga said, look at her mother. Look at her mother. I told you.
I told you.
I was 1,000% he was the father. Motherfucker always got a high ass number. I'm 1,000,000.7% Maury that he the father. That bitch said 1,000,000.7%. I said, God damn.
That's a lot of percent.
And it was wrong.
And it was wrong. Said, bitch, who the father?
Right.
And, I'm gonna tell you the funny shit about that. Maury always go to him and say, we can still help you find the father if you would like. Nigga still looking for content. Nigga said, if you would like, you can come back. We can help you get the father. Maury ain't shit. You ain't shit for that, Maury. Word to my mother, you ain't shit for that.
Yo, Maury.
Foul nigga.
Right.
Yeah, I was a foul nigga.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna use it for the next promotional campaign of MONSTERZ.
MONSTERZ, yeah. Shout out to Maury Povich.
Shout out to Maury.
Yeah, but like, come on, man, let's wrap it up. What we doing?
Let's wrap it up, man. Matter of fact, you rapping about open
I'm rapping it. Let's wrap
that shit up, Jay.
All right, man. Listen, man. Let me put me on, Chief. Nigga sweating like a motherfucker going to child support court.
Nigga, this weather crazy.
Listen, man, we here on MONSTERZ Podcast, man. We doing good. We living life, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is healthy. I lost 3 pounds, man. You know what I'm saying?
The song.
Wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga drinking a lot of water and all that. You know what I'm saying? But dig it, man. We here with Simeon Goodson, man. You know what I'm saying? We here with Simeon Goodson.
See that guy?
My man right here, lavender shirt and all.
Come on. A little water on it.
Little couple. Listen, man.
Come on.
We here with Simeon Goodson, man. We here. MONSTERZ Podcast. Shout out to P.J. Shout out to T in the back. Shout out to my man Wayne Cherry. We got something coming with him. We ain't gonna talk too crazy about it.
We'll talk too crazy.
We ain't gonna talk too crazy about it. But all I'm gonna say is this, man. Bill Cosby is real, B. Shout out to BC.
You piece of shit. You motherfucker.
Shout out to BC. It's my
you lost
son.
all advertisers after
It's my man. But yeah, man. Yeah, not exactly, nigga. I'm trying to get a pudding pop, kid. I'm bringing pudding pops back, nigga. That's a fact.
Damn.
Them shits was good to the motherfucker.
Damn, son.
I fuck up a whole box of pudding pop.
I didn't fuck up the pudding pop.
Yeah, I fucked up the pudding pop. My mom used to get mad. I used to fuck up the pudding pops. But yeah, man. We had the MONSTERZ Podcast.
Rockets.
The rocket. The 3 color shits. I hated them shits. Them shits dribble down your arm. I hated them shits. Pause. Look, that was crazy.
Pause on the rocket?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Damn.
That was crazy. But yeah, man. We here, MONSTERZ Podcast, man. Fuck with us. We fuck with you.
Yeah.
Subscribe. We love you, man.
Peace, y'all.